What's up, Super Players? It's your homie C-Rod back at it again with another video for you. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you the 10 most expensive cards in Dragon Ball Super card game Universal Onslaught Series 9, the new set that just dropped, and you are gonna witness how expensive these cards in Series 9 actually cost. So without further ado, let's just get straight into number 10. So the number 10 spot goes to We Celestial Moderator. Right now this card is costing around $18.92. So round it off to 19 bucks. This card is $19 for good reason. It happens to be a super combo that happens to be red and yellow. So this card is very useful for arrivaling purposes, and as well as using its crazy ability of whenever you combo with this card from your hand, you get to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets its power reduced minus 10k for the duration of the turn. And this is honestly a good effect to not only prevent your opponent from trying to kill you, but as well as to arrival the Beerus out. This card is definitely worth its $19 price point. We got number 9, and number 9 is another super combo. The super combos in this Series 9 are definitely worth a good amount of dollars, for good reason too, because they all are actually really good, and this high rarity of special rare really makes them, worth getting. So number 9 goes to Dr. Gero, Prognator of Terror. This SPR is worth $22.11 as of this date, and the cards fluctuate dramatically in Dragon Ball Super card game. I have no idea why. Many reasons. Maybe somebody buys out all the cards, or the card's really hard to pull. But right now this is a $22 card, and for good reason. What does it do? Well, it works with green/yellow leaders. When you combo with this card from your hand, you get to choose up to one green or yellow battle card with an energy cost of 4 or less and place it in the drop area, then shuffle your deck. Why is this good, you may ask? Well, you could do some extremely well combo plays that work off of the drop. You combo this card, get the necessary component to your combo in the drop area to, do some really good plays. So this Dr. Gero definitely deserves this $22 price mark. We got number 8. Number 8 is a card that is, very special to a lot of people because of the character that's behind the card. And it is a divine character, and it is Beerus Divine Obliterator. It's running around $22.79, so round it off to 23 bucks. It's only slightly more expensive than the last super combo, but it's more expensive. So this card, what does it do? Well, it works with red/blue leaders. When you combo with this card, and it happens to be your opponent's turn, you get to choose up to one red/blue multicolor energy and switch it to active mode, allowing you to have huge amount of defense, not only with the 10k boost, but also by restanding an energy, allowing you to combo out of a bigger attack or have a negate handy to prevent your opponent from doing any extra heavy attacks. Beerus Divine Obliterator is definitely a card you want to pull, and if you pull it special rare, you definitely made a good amount of coin. Most of the SPRs that are pretty pricey happen to be super combos, and this is the last super combo in this list, and it happens to be Android 18 Bionic Blitz. So this is a blue/green super combo, and it is running around $23.80. So 24 bucks, honestly. $24 for Android 18 Bionic Blitz, and the SPR version is looking top notch. Look at it, guys. It looks pretty darn crispy, and honestly this card is a card you definitely want to pull. If you pull it, you definitely should get hyped because it's really good. When you combo with this card from your hand, your opponent chooses one card from their hand, places it at the bottom of their deck. So this card is very useful to hand destruction your opponent. If you're playing a hand control type of deck like Piccolo, you're able to just splash this card into the deck, and guess what? Now you have more hand control cards like this one. And it could also be very useful for the Android decks as well. Android 18 Bionic Blitz definitely deserves his $24 price point. We are at number 6, and number 6 is not a super combo anymore. It's actually this guy right here. Full power Frieza, 100% overdrive. Guess what? This cool looking art costs so much money. Right now it's running around $38.50. Pretty darn expensive for just one card if you don't say so myself. But if I don't say so myself, this card's expensive. Holy cow, I can't even speak right. It's so expensive. Well, what does this card have? Well, it has an auto that when this card attacks, choose all your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, and they get minus 30k power for the duration of the turn. Why is this good? Well, it pretty much kills most of the cards in Dragon Ball Super card game by reducing its power. And he has another auto that when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of their deck in the drop area. Very useful for deck destruction type of decks. It's a triple strike, meaning it could deal pretty lethal damage, and it blanks out the entire field. It's running around $40 right now, and for good reason. It looks sick, it does crazy abilities, and it's gonna wreck for sure. Oh, so for number 5, we have someone that's actually really cool, and it's not a pun. Actually, it was a pun. It happens to be Cooler the Assault Man. This cooler right here costs $38.50. Slightly more expensive than the Frieza. You can round it off to around $40, and this is an amazing looking card. If you see it in person, guys, this card looks even sicker. It looks crazy good. Bandai is doing a really good job with the artwork. They top-notched everything when it comes to the art, and the ability of this guy is pretty insane as well. He has a rival, so for 1 red energy, he could come out. He's a 20k double strike, so he deals pretty lethal damage. And when you play this card, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area, so it has some deck destruction. Then you get to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and reduce their power minus 10k for the duration of the turn. This guy is just a 20k cool looking, no pun intended on that one, or maybe it was, I don't even know, but it's a very cool looking card that is a 20k double strike, amazing cool ability of reducing power. Holy cow, this card definitely deserves its 40 and up price tag. So we got to number 4, and number 4 is actually not even a battle card. Every other card in this list happened to be a battle card, and this one isn't, for good reason too. So number 4 goes to, check this out, Royal Condemnation. This card is not a battle card, it's an extra card, a special rare extra card that costs $50. Holy cow, this card is very expensive. I did not expect this card in the list, but it made it to number 4. For good reason too. Not only does it look cool, it has a cool looking Vegeta with the art top-notch quality. It is a very powerful card for the U7 engine in Universal Onslaught Series 9. What does this card do? It's a counter play. If your opponent plays a battle card, if the energy cost of that battle card happens to be 8 cost or less, it is placed at the bottom of the owner's deck instead of being played. This is very good. And your leader does have to be Universe 7, so it does have some limitations, but you play this with the Invoker ability. So honestly, instead of paying 4 energies to use this crazy ability, you only pay 1 energy. And then he also has an activate main. Send this card from the drop area to your warp. Look at the top card of your deck. If it happens to be a multicolored extra card, you may add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it on top of your deck. So this card is just all sorts of goodness. You definitely want to pull this card. If you pull this card, you definitely deserve to get hyped. It's a $50 card. So we finally got to the top 3. The top 3 cards in the new Series 9 Universal Onslaught. And the top 3 cards, they are the secret rares. Obviously the secret rares always cost a lot, but these are the top 3 cards in Series 9 Universal Onslaught. Number 3 goes to Black Smoke Dragon Eternal Evil, coming at $215 at your base. Holy cow, this card is expensive, and it's actually really good. It's a secret rare, so you can only run one in the deck, so you only need one of them, even though it does cost $215. But $215 for one card. Imagine this card right here costs $215. I would be like, what the heck? You know, but that's what it is. And what does it do? Well, it has a permanent that this card cannot attack, which sucks, but it has 3 crazy abilities, which I will go over in just a little bit. If you happen to have 12 or more cards in your drop area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 5, making this card a 5 drop if you happen to have enough cards in the drop. Then you get to activate one of these 3 abilities. One ability says choose all your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, send them to the warp, pretty much dark holes the entire field. The second ability is send the top 7 cards from your opponent's deck in the warp, then draw 2 cards. Completely destroys your opponent's deck. And the third ability says choose up to 4 cards from your opponent's hand and send them to the warp. Holy cow, this card is just insane. $215, be my guest. I ain't got that type of money for one card, so unless I pull this card, I'm never gonna own it. So number 2 happens to be another secret rare in the new Series 9, and the new secret rare that made it to the number 2 spot happens to be this abomination, Cell Xeno Unspeakable Abomination. This card is honestly, I don't know, I have mixed emotions about the artwork because Cell looks pretty darn ugly. It looks like a big old cockroach, but this card cost $230, guys. $230. Holy cow, that hurts to even say. I probably won't own this card unless I pull it also, but look at what this card does. It has quadruple strike, meaning it deals 4 damage, and that's pretty much half of your life if the attack goes through. And it has successor, meaning you can bring it out by tallying up 12 total amount of energy cost between red and yellow cards on the battlefield. And it has a crazy auto. If you happen to have 5 or more energy, when you play this card, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's hand, place them in the drop area, then this card gains dual attack. So you have a dual attack, quadruple strike, destroying your hand, unspeakable abomination right here. This card definitely deserves its $240 price point, or $230 price point. So we have made it to number 1. If you are still watching this video and you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. See that button right there? Just click it. Just click it, and then you'll get notifications whenever we drop Dragon Ball Super card game content like this one. And make sure you guys hit me a like, and guess what? You probably already knew what the number 1 most expensive card in Universal Onslaught probably was, but you still clicked on the video anyways, right? So number 1 goes to Son Goku and Vegeta, Apex of Power. It has Victory Strike. You already know. If you don't know, now you will know. Victory Strike is a unique skill that when you deal damage by attacking with this card, you win the game. You have an auto win condition in this card. For that reason, I feel this card is costing $295. Just say $300. $300 for this card. But look at it, guys. Look at it. It looks like a $300 card. Like, it looks worth the price. It has Vegeta and Goku at their ultimate forms, super hollowed out. It just looks sick. It just looks completely sick. It also has an invoker ability and an activate main for 5 energies. If your leader is a Universe 7 card, you may pretty much play this card and negate the skills of your opponent's non-extra cards in all areas until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then you get to play this card from your hand. So you bring it out, negate everything except for extra cards, victory strike your opponent in the face. That is what costs $300, and that is the most expensive card in Universal Onslaught. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit a good like on this video for this, top 10 video. And like we always say, y'all stay super and make sure you do not go broke. Peace.